All right, so let's go over this extra problem example that we had. All right, so hopefully you tried this on your own first, but let's go ahead and go over it. A classroom has enough room for 25 students. Write and graph an inequality that represents the number of students in the classroom. Let S be the number of the students in the classroom. A little duplicate there. It's okay. So if S is the number of students in the classroom, I need to figure out, and the question that I need to do, for this example, I need to write and graph an inequality that represents that situation. So I have my classroom. The most amount of students that it can fit is 25. Right? So I cannot fit 26 or higher or more because 25 is the most. So let's go ahead and create an inequality that best represents the situation. All right, so S is the number of students. All right, and so my classroom is the max capacity is 25. All right, so I just need to choose the correct symbol, inequality. So greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. So I know it's going to be one of these two because it's up to 25. So when you see that up to, that 25 is actually included. So if uh, if I can fit up to 25, the number of students, it must be the number of students I can have as a class needs to be 25 or less. So S we can say would be less than or equal to 25. All right. So think about it. Right? If I have, for example, I think I have 26 students. Ms. Barnes has 25 or something like that. The max capacity that both of us can have is 27 students. Right? So we would both be, instead of 25, anything that we don't go over 27, that situation would be true. Say you have a student that comes in later than the year, right? Or students that leave. So that S, the number of students is going to be constantly changing. Like, for example, this year we had a student move. And so our S changed, but it's still uh, matched this inequality. Right, so let's go ahead and graph it. And I'll do it over here on the side, and you see my official answers on the left. So if I graph it, you can do it. There's quite a few different ways you can do it. Let's go with blue. So your number of lines may vary as long as it has the correct values in there. I'm just going to start with 25 right in the middle. All right. Like I said, your graph may look different. That's okay. So I got 25, 26, 27, and I'm going to stop there. There's no need to keep on going. I can if I want to. The same thing over here. I'm going to do it on this side. So I have 24 and 23. All right. So I'm going to stop right there. All right. So remember, if the value is included in the inequality, I'm going to use a closed circle. And so since 25 is actually can be included in that inequality, I'm going to use a closed circle and plot it on 25. All right. So it's going to go right there. All right. And S is going to be, it cannot be higher than 25. So my arrow is not going to be pointing that way because that'd be going higher. So since S is supposed to be less than 25, I'm going to point my arrow backwards, right? So my graph should look like something like that. Right? Any number of students, I can plug in any of these values to the left of 25 in S, and that inequality would stay true. And on the flip side, I can't plug in 26 in place of S because therefore if I plug 26 in place of S, that inequality would not be true. There would not be a solution. Okay. All right. So I guess I didn't give you the answers on the side, but so yeah, the inequality would be S less than 25, and then that would be my graph.